Hello, welcome back to our Rome Total Realism Imperium Surrectum campaign. It's going great as Athens. We've just taken over Rhodes after consolidating the Peloponnese. The Achaean League and the Aetolians bailed out of their war, so we might be going to war sooner than we expected. Epirus and the Aetolians are preparing for war with each other. I'm doing my best to make this spy a lighthouse so I can watch for naval invasions. It feels like I need to deal with this, which is in no small part why I'm sending a boat to Carthage to pick up elephants. Because, yeah, we're gonna have to kill all of them. It's just too many armies too close to me. It stresses me out. We have to deal with that. But it's secondary right now. We'll do that when we finally assemble our second army. For now, let's keep on island hopping and preparing for that war as opposed to actually doing it. Yeah, there is a boat here, just a random rebel boat. Cool. That's one of the only things that could possibly attack me. Hate that.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna pop through here.
Yes, Captain.
Do I want to transgress against Carthage and drop off the family member is a real question I have. There's nowhere to drop him by the look of it. Cool, I'm gonna run through and hope the rebel navy doesn't come this way.
Ship's ready.
Gonna be very sad when this ship dies next turn. You would think the naval powers of Carthage, Rome, and Syracuse would have dealt with the random rebels, but oh, you know what? That's not a random rebel. That used to be a Kragas, but they got wiped out. That's probably why they exist. Good news, conquering Rhodes apparently made my faction heir more influential. He's got 9 influence, people fucking love him. It's just that he's not good at commanding battles, and I kind of need him to do that and nothing else. He's a weird guy, he's not doing his one job. The good news is he's no longer known for taking all the spoils of war for himself, so at least the troops don't hate being in his army anymore. I'm gonna have the Navy with these 3 guys start working its way back north to drop all this off. And continue on recruiting the same 3 units I recruit every 2 turns. Athenian hoplites, Greek hoplites, and Alcantistoi. Alright, we're gonna get started on Athenian recruitment 1 in Argo so that someday we can recruit the Argive Epilectoi, which I think are not even supposed to be available in my faction. But hey, they're here, I'm gonna go for them. Praesae has grown from the enslavement. Sparta has nothing I care about, like technically Rhodes, but you look at what the Rhodes actually do. Like I'll build it just to have built the thing, but that is honestly just a waste of money. Megalopolis will also start down Athenian recruitment for the Megalopolitan Chalcispides. Lepreon is done, Messene is making a port. Right there is done, that's all of our money spent. With all my taxes cranked to the max, we're looking at over 30,000 income a turn. How many settlements do we actually have? 26, so about 1,000 gold a settlement, pretty solid. Right, last episode I got carried away, I immediately conquered Rhodes. It's time to build and sell maps. Woo! We found the Atropatene diplomat, so I'll take trade rights with them if I can't. You know what? Fuck it. I'm never gonna see you again. Just like may as well, I don't feel like negotiating. You know, it's just occurred to me, this spy is eventually gonna make his way all the way to Carthage, which is a little bit crazy. Finally getting up to Getae and making trade rights and map info deals with them, hopefully for 2,000.
We must decline.
Nope, just hates me to death, I guess. That's fine, I'll talk to you next turn. And that's it for map selling today, I think. No, I have at least 1 left. Oh no, the 1 diplomat left is like the one that's staying down here in Greece. They're supposed to be here. They're not supposed to move. They're not selling maps. So we are done with map selling. I believe we are done with infrastructure as well. We've moved our navies, we've moved our armies, we've went to Carthage. It is weird how much detail this map has filled out, because usually it's just like a void in the distance. I've actually seen most of the surrounding world, which is kind of nuts. Anyway, let's see what happens between turns. It's really weird seeing the Aetolians and Epirotes over here pretending they're not at war with each other. Also, where'd that army go? This is on triple speed, so I'm guessing they must have gotten in the boats, but I honestly don't know. They sort of vanished on my end. I am gonna take this candidate for adoption, in no small part because I might be almost immediately going to war with the Greek city-states, and I feel like I need the generals. This guy's barely any better, and he's got the silver chevron, so I'm gonna bring him down to help with the wars instead. Yeah, Sicion's dead, and I have to assume the Achaeans are about to down, man.
Ready to sail.
New navy just dropped. Good to see. I guess I'm gonna just bring the navy as far to the right as I can and have everything meet up over here. The old navy is just gonna go north, although I have to watch it to make sure this one tile of darkness doesn't include the Antigone navy. We're good. These Greek hoplites can finally get retrained. Oh, they're out of movement. Joke's on me then.
Ready to sail. Ready.
There's a decently large Ptolemaic navy up here. I need to be aware of that.
Ready.
I'd completely forgotten about the boats that was going to Carthage, but it appears to have arrived safely. We need to watch its journey though, make sure it doesn't get penned in the water, because even if we're not at war with them, they will stop us from going to the coast. I don't know if we're crossing next to that. We aren't, we're fine.
Sail.
I'm gonna drop them off in the woods. I assume we're out of movement. How do you have this much movement left? What are you talking about? How could you possibly have that much movement left? That is not it, Chief. I can see the elephants are in this next area, so we're gonna walk over there. No transgression yet, and no elephants either. I'm gonna walk from forest to forest, and maybe they won't notice me. It would appear they've noticed me, but the neat thing about transgressing against Carthage is that they're across the world from me, and it doesn't matter at all. I'll be looking very thoroughly for elephants every turn, and they can't stop me. Right, next up, let's get this assault started here. What do they have inside the town? They have Greek hoplites and Cretan slingers. The Cretan slingers are fine, but nothing impressive, really. Should be easy enough to deal with, especially without stone walls. Whoa, whoa, what are you talking about? Did the slingers charge out the gate at my hoplites? I was on triple speed, just zooming through the opening stages like you do, because, I mean, why would you pay any real attention at first? But it would appear they've just given up the gates in an attempt to melee my hoplites with their ranged units. And, unsurprisingly, wait, actually, maybe very surprisingly, my guys are pathfinding quite terribly, but they do appear to be winning. What was the win-loss on that? We've lost 10 guys to their 30. I'll say this, Cretan slingers getting even a 0.33 KD against hoplites is really, really good.
Infantry.
Anyway, if the rest of my infantry would like to help out, you're free to, I guess. Apparently he needs the assistance. Look at them holding the line. I don't even understand how. That doesn't make any sense. They're still blocking the gate as well, so I can't push through just yet. Although I guess we're pushing through automatically as the fight continues. Unsurprisingly, they eventually went down. Oh, they've decided they just want to come fight me. I never expect the AI to do this, even though they do it with some alarming regularity. Alright, we'll start circling around then. You pull back to here. You guys pull back. This to here, this to here. You probably don't want to be in phalanx right now, buddy. In fact, you probably just don't even want to be there full stop. And all of this wants to collapse then. Because we'd much rather have all of our spearmen in a convex if everything else is coming. Like, this phalanx of 50 guys cannot hold a full unit of hoplites and the enemy's general at the same time. I'm just throwing the unit away. Anyway, speaking of throwing things away, they appear to have thrown away the city. I suppose, to be fair, the general hasn't run in just yet. It just won't matter when he does. Oh, they killed them with javelins before we actually got to the... I told them to charge the slingers, and they just used throwing jabs and killed them before we even drew together. That's kind of funny. Have these hoplites like mysteriously turned around? No, they're just here, having fun? Okay. Green slingers get moving. Spearmen Peltas, come fight. Unsurprising, the general goes down pretty immediately. Oh, they routed. Cool. No experience on the Cretan slingers today. Or Cretan archers, rather. They're the ones with the Cretan slingers, and they didn't particularly use them well. Alright, Etanos goes down, gets enslaved immediately. And since we're on Crete after we destroy their recruitment, we need to take a good hard look at the units available and decide what we're building for. The Cretan hoplites, 38 defense, 11 melee attack, they're fine, right? But they're only marginally better than the hoplites I have that I'm dissatisfied with. Like, you compare this to what I really want to build, the Aegean hoplites, right? You come over here, you take a look at this. The alien hoplites have 2 more melee attack, 5 more defense. It's not even close. I don't want to go out of my way to recruit units I'm not happy with in the first place. I've been told I was underrating the prodromoi here, which is an interesting claim as there fucking aren't any. Although, to be fair, something I didn't realize is Athens does have unique Zistophoroi. They just look so generic I didn't realize it was an Athenian unit. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume this is approximately 1 to 3 stat points better than a normal Zistophoroi, like all the Athenian unique units. It seems obvious to me that we're going for Cretan Archers. I can't imagine going for anything else. It's one of the best missile units in the game. Being able to mass produce these is such a big deal. So yeah, we destroy the militia barracks. And we'll build all these stuff that involves actually ranking up the town first. It does need 6,000 pop to actually grow to the point where it can make them because it is a tier 3 unit. So we'll start with the sewers. Now, I'm not looking to go to war with the Greek city-states just yet.
Ships ready.
It's worth noting that I could take this back and retrain it now, but I don't think that's the play. If that's a concern I have, I should just be, like, hiring mercenaries. I shouldn't be doing anything crazy.
Yes, Captain.
Also, is there another Greek city-state settlement right here? Gross. I'm gonna drop off here with the purple faction, and then take this out immediately. You have a pile of rams. Let's take a look at the mercs, because this army is getting pretty depleted. Honestly, I'll just take what you have. I know the upkeep's fine. They're solid enough units. They're on par with what I'm using. And I'm just worried about the count getting lower and lower as time grinds on. Then we come back and we get these boats retrained because they desperately need it. They're not safe to fight if they're at half health. Now I have the awkward decision of, do I think 0.5% population growth will ever be worth 5,000 and settlements that aren't particularly good in the first place? I don't think it is. I think I call this settlement done. Myrna's in a pretty similar boat, only they haven't made their sewers yet. We have the money for it, so I'm gonna start the silver mining complex in Megara. The Niagara's pretty close to done. I'll build the Temple of Nemesis because I have the money to do it, even though it's a fairly inefficient building. I'm gonna start Athenian recruitment in Elis. Lepreon appears to be done. Kythera appears to be done. Floating 18,000 even after hiring mercs, damn. And that's with recruitment done. Honestly, I'm gonna get another wave of boats. I'm gonna get a second full standing navy. What world do I live in? What's happening? If you make boats cheap and logistics matter, you bet I'll invest in a navy. That's what I'm really learning these past 2 campaigns. I think that's it this turn. For the life of me, I swear to God I did this and it must reset after battles or something, not just loading saves. I have no idea. I think I did those this turn, but my mind blurs together when it comes to maps. I'm gonna press in turn and see what happens. These queued up moves in the diplomats mean nothing. I'm just gonna skip through them. I would do that whether I was done with them or not. Oh wow, that is some Ptolemaic navy coming in on the east. I mean, that's to be expected. It's why I'm making more boats. I think Gorton is here to beg for their life. Yeah, no thank you.
Until next time.
Looks like nothing important happening between turns at all. Yes, hello, elephants. Have you arrived yet? No elephants this turn, unfortunately. So about this Ptolemaic navies that we're gathering, we got 4 boats over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 boats over here. Okay, none of that's too bad, to be honest. The Gortinian hoplites. 39 defense, 14 melee attack. Definitely better than mine, but also just hoplites. Shouldn't be too bad. The plan is 100% hold with phalanx javelins in the back. It's not going to work, but we're gonna try our best. The plan is to bait with javelins, but if they run out when I get to the square, then that's fine. Not what happened, but that's actually a good thing. All right, the plan is simple. We turn on fire at will, and they just walk to their deaths, and it's super easy, right? All right, so they come forward. We're not gonna get the units we want firing here, unfortunately, but that's fine. Because what this gives us is the ability to just move forward on all of our other spearmen and completely encircle them. I was hoping they would go straight towards the enemy. I was thinking I would need to do some stuff where I like bait here and it's not a good fight and then I'd run forward with the jazz, and it looks like that was the case. But this is still completely and totally fine. Complete encirclement, guaranteed win. Also, we should probably make sure we actually win quickly. just in case the fight tries to go on for more than 3 minutes. Fucking excuse me, why are my guys being fought over here? What do you mean one dude just ran out and stabbed 2 Peltas to death? How'd he get past all of you? What were you doing? Not even the general, he's just a badass. He's killed 2 people since then. Knocked another one down, thought he killed him. You know, the battle would go a lot better if anyone did something about this man. He's a menace. So that makes 6, 7. Just gonna keep watching this guy. 8. Hey, apparently we won. Thank God we put someone in the point because it's not from actually fighting them. Now I know every time I just lose tons and tons of units for no reason, it's because my guys are just letting themselves get murdered. Neat.
Gods be praised.
149 super avoidable wounds. The day I'm happy with the siege against Greek units will be a cold day in hell indeed. We're gonna keep on clicking that enslave button. And now we get to the awkward part,
My lord, orders.
where we would love to attack all 3 of these cities at once and wreck them, but we kind of just can't. I don't believe my boats will have enough movement to come to this side, pick us up, and take us around, unfortunately. I think for this first one, we just have to accept that it's going to be a bit slower than I would like. Not a big deal, honestly. So now I have access to the Gordinian hoplites, and oh, those guys had chevrons or something. They're trash. They're terrible. Yeah, they were 1338. I think they had 3 chevrons. They're garbage. Never mind, don't want them. They also have the Gortinian Hippias, which, you know, they exist. And I cannot take that away from them. But I will be taking them far away from my memory. We're never looking at that unit again. Cretan archers it is. Go for the sewers as our first build. In terms of garrison, leave behind the 1 damaged Akantista. Just go straight to the next guy, I think. I'm gonna attack this, even though it's not going to get anything done. Oh! What? I'll come back to that later. I was not actually in a mind state to fight a battle. Why do you think you can win? They do have Cretan hoplites with 3 chevrons and bronze weapons. Admittedly, those are pretty good. But they also only have 1 unit of that, and most of this army's just trash. I'm not seeing it. That's delusional confidence right there. So what's the Navy doing? They can come put some holes in these navies. What's this in taking a navy? Nothing.
Ready to sail.
I think I'm happy popping up here and attacking all of this.
Prepare to engage.
Let's just rip these boats down 1 by 1.
We are victorious.
7 should be safe to fight, and of course that just has to be, because I can't retreat because I'm in range still. Lost 2 ships, 7 was not safe. Or maybe it was, because he's still here. Going to retrain that and put this 5 back into port for immediate retraining.
Yes, sir. Ready.
These are both 1 boat, so we should be fine to fight them. If I can select my navy, there we go.
Prepare to engage.
Anything seriously damaged? Nothing seriously damaged. Let's take out some more boats.
Victory.
Cool.
Ready to sail.
What's in this port again? 5 boats? I would much rather retrain a singular boat.
Yes, Captain.
And I think we take this navy and start moving it up just like through the coast here, looking for new Ptolemaic boats. Or Antigone navy that's just moving around randomly. 3 boats, perfect. This is exactly the sort of thing I'm on the hunt for.
Victory.
Took some damage there, nothing crazy, and that's the last of our movement. The navy should be perfectly safe, it's not too damaged. There's 4 Ptolemaic boats next to us. No reinforcements coming, I think.
My lord.
This hops into the city, it gets retrained. We start the next wave of units, same ones it always is. Greek hoplites, Akantiste, Athenian hoplites. May as well retrain that guy too.
Yes,
We can take all of this out of the city.
Yes, sir. Ships ready. Ready to
We can definitely take on the 1. Man, if they lose 4-1 and I lose all these boats. Okay, good.
Victory.
Pop in here,
Yes, sir.
grab 4 units of Akantiste.
Yes, Captain.
Drop the taxes to get them happy
Ready
again.
to sail.
We're nowhere near making it to help. In fact, we're so far from making it to our objective, I'm just gonna wait for these guys next turn and retrain a boat. It's 9-4. And I have the unit quality advantage. I shouldn't be afraid of this. Good. I'm always nervous as shit about it though. 8 boats there, that's actually worth being afraid of. We're gonna make a quick pit stop in Athens to get retrained.
Yes, Captain.
They haven't quite finished this yet, unfortunately, but they can still retrain all my boats. It's time for everyone's favorite game within the game, map selling. The sheer scale of Egypt is so impressive now. I really enjoy it. You know, I suspect the Antigonids might not be super happy with me. I also suspect there's a wall, go away. Yeah, there's yet more armies coming down. I'm sure it's fine, don't worry about that. Trying to get 2,000 gold out of history after trade rights and map info, and like some sensible folks, they actually did accept it.
Yes.
I need to backtrack and talk to not Dacia. Who are you again? Gete. Wait, no, Gete was cool.
Address them at once.
No, they weren't. I'm just misremembering. 2,000 for normal stuff? Thank you. Thank you for coming to your damn senses. I'm not sure there's much else up here I need to care about. Like, I may as well come trade with the Bosporans, but it's basically a dead end to me at this point. All right, we're done with map building and map selling. It's so weird looking at my, like, mostly functional map as opposed to the garbage I had in my previous campaigns. Corinth has finished its academy, and I think it's pretty definitely the case that the shipwright's gonna be the best return on investment they can get, in terms of making money at least. We're gonna build sewers in Thebes. And that's it, 2,300 banked, but that money has a use. Let's see if we can hire any mercs. Nothing, we've already got them. What do you mean attack neutral faction? Does the war declaration not go through until I actually click fight battle? Crazy. They do have 2 real units of heavy cavalry, but they just have so much garbage. They have so many heavily depleted missile units. Let me check, are these like crazy trick missile units with like spears and shit? Well, they're certainly something, but they need a long description. Thanks to their 4 silver chevrons, they have fucking 14 missile attack and 27 defense. But these do appear to just be Cretan Archer variants. Like this is just a Cretan Archer, but with a lot of experience. I'm glad this army is depleted. This would have been very scary if it were at full strength. But yeah, that looks completely manageable. Let's get into it. I don't know why I clicked start battle when it was foggy and dark. I wish I had not done that. Oh well, here we are. Technically it should be a good decision since I don't have ranged advantage, but I still hate it to death. I think this is it. It's just a simple formation, line of infantry, jabs in the front, archers in the back. They're probably gonna start up the hill, so let's just move all the way to the left now as opposed to wasting our time once the fight starts. What a surprise. They have cav superiority, so it's not good to send my cav straight forward, to be honest. Going to back up a little bit, because they're moving close to me. They have good range. They have Cretan Archer variants. Getting this close to the map edge is a little bit sketch. And in fact, I'm going to circle my cav to the other side. They appear to also be milling around in confusion, so at least we're even in that regard. Yeah, seeing the range on my Cretan Archers, we're probably getting shot right now. No, they're Peltas are in the front, just like my... This is a mirror. It's a mirror where I outnumber them 2 to 1. Actually, worse than that even. That is 3 Prodromoi running up to throw jabs. Terrifying. I think we're good to just move up a little bit more. I don't think we need to be too worried right now. I'm gonna swing out my cav on the right because I want to draw the attention of their cavalry. I need to pause it. I don't know what unit this is. That's their general at Zistaforoi. You guys fall back where you are. You stop where you are as well. And spear line, continue forward, looking at where everything's going, like this. Also, these Peltas just need to fall back further, unfortunately. And you can stop where you are. We're gonna fake a charge here just to get attention. We are going to real charge in the back of their cavalry. Halt, phalanx, halt here. What unit is this? Oh, 3 or 4 away. We can run forward there. Wait, something's happening here. I can't quite tell what's fighting you. It's real jank and messed up. But we can run forward on the rest of this. That's really good for us. Also, physics. Alright, hold up. This is already a slaughter then. Their hoplites are there. They're gonna start retreating is the thing. We're going to attack the Prodromoi. Full charge, whole army. Pause, unphalanx, pause, halt, unpause, pause. Now give the run commands. It's just so weird getting phalanxes to actually do what you want them to do. I have all of my skirmishers run forward as well. I'm gonna keep these guys firing on the prodromoi though. Now, what did I tell my cav to do? They should be running down the Peltas. That's the obvious good thing they should be doing. I imagine all of this as withdrawing, yes. So we want all of this running forward. We want all of this running forward. We're gonna do our best to run down as much as we can here while we have the chance. Is this hoplites? It is. So what we want to do is split in both directions and try to grab other units, but they're fairly close to the edge already. We really want to grab these Lydian archers on both sides. Actually, they have two different types of things, but that's fine. The entire rest of my army would like to try to get those Cretan hoplites. Feel free to go for it. You don't want to angle like that, my friends. We've successfully baited them into staying for longer. If we could catch this next unit, that'd be very, very good for us. They are losing. Come help the prodromoi instead. I was not expecting the prodromoi to lose that. I believe the entire rest of my army's current command is attack these guys, which is very funny. This is off the map already, essentially, right? We might be able to catch some of it. These guys are down to like 9, who cares? Oh wait, we're actually catching them. In that case, all of this wants to like run this way or shoot at them. All right, we actually have successfully enveloped these guys. So give the circle commands. Make sure all of this is running right. Don't let it get caught. Shoot there instead. Now that you've spread out, envelop. You're winning, right? Right, guys? Oh, you're not even fighting them yet. The light cavalry got ahead. That's understandable. The prodromoi still did their job of running down the enemy, even if they died doing it. That charge was so sad. You're gonna win, right, guys? It looks like they're winning, but I don't know if they actually are. Those hoplites are definitely losing. I should have blown the horn. Nope, they're losing. Hold up, just real quick, Zoom way in. Are you holding a spear right now? No, they got tiny little knives. 16 melee attack. My guys have their spears out. If I unpause an alt attack so that they use their swords, does this go way better? Doesn't look like it, does it? Yeah, let's get out of here. 27 defense, 13 melee attack. It's just more melee attack than you'd expect. That's all it is.
Attack quickly.
And those hoplites are attempting to run. We're gonna have a hard time running them down, though. Anyway, my Cretan archers are gonna do the best they can to kill these hoplites. At that point, I'm gonna break on the Cretan archers so that my general can run down as much as he can. Please don't run in and kill my general. Actually, they just panicked and failed to run, so my general's gonna get that entire unit. Nice.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of great.
So we only lost around 100 guys. It's just a shame that a lot of that was my prodromoi, meaning I'm out of cavalry for the next fight. But hey, the next fight's gonna be a siege followed by several more sieges, so I guess I don't need them anyway. Oh shit, we pushed them into the boats, not the city. That's better for us, for sure.
My lord.
Do I want to split army and go for both? I don't have a second general, unfortunately, but I can just swap the general after the first siege. Does this have walls even? It does. It's just clipping into the city, or into the hill, rather. I'm gonna split off 1 unit of Achatistai, 2 units of Achatistai even. What's in here? They can reinforce this turn, I think. If this tile exists, they can. I have the movement. I can walk over here and check. Yeah, you can move diagonally here. Oh, there's a rebel. Never mind. So they're blocked. They can't reinforce this. I'm gonna take the 2 units of mercenary Greek Peltas since they kind of work in melee. And 2 units of Athenian hoplites. I'm gonna send this to the left. And that should be enough to make a ram. It is. Now inside this city, there's next to nothing. We should be good with what we have. We'll start the siege with this. And that should be 2 settlements conquered on Crete next turn from 2 separate factions, because we're just going to war with all of them. The only one who gets to live is the Greek city-states, and that's only because you have territories in the middle of my land and a stack sitting there, and territories with a stack up here, and it's just a whole hassle. It's a bitch and a half. We'll get to them later. But it looks like I'm done for the turn. Hopefully that's true, because I'm clicking the button. Idle resources report. He's not inactive, he's waiting for an opportune moment to beg for peace.
Be quick.
You want a ceasefire?
Our patience is regretfully.
Nah.
Be quick. Our patience.
What would he view as compensation? 147,000 denarii. That's not that much. It's only like 7 turns of buying peace. All right, hear me out. Ceasefire except or we will attack. We're already at 0 relationship. Who even gives a shit? It's not gonna work, so there's no point telling them. Anyway, that's the turn. Nothing out of the Antigonids, and what about the Ptolemies? Stark, nothing out of the Ptolemies. I'm gonna go get myself a drink while I wait for the Seleucids to get through their endless turn. Another faction bites the dust. Settlement besieged, a candidate for adoption, I'll take him. I assume he's at Athens, good. Rome finally at war with the boy, and weirdly the Seleucids at war with the Bessie, who, aren't they around here somewhere? Yeah. I guess they're going to war through this channel, fair enough. All right, this boat can make it down. There's a pretty substantial navy here, however. Coming up, we have this with silver boat weapons on most of it. We can bring in a lot of new boats as well. I think that's as much as we're gonna get here, but still, that's really damn solid. Bring this down, because I think it already has an admiral. And launch the attack at 18 to... Come on, don't lose boats. Good, thank you.
The sea is ours!
We can make it part of the way back. I think we're best off just dropping off the troops here.
Splitting the ready!
Yeah, they're out of movement.
Ready to sail!
And then we can make it back to the port of Athens.
Yes, Captain!
And immediately start retraining again. Because all these boats need gold weapons. And also bring up 2 more boats to this army. Or to this navy, rather. And then we have several more boats that literally don't have a navy to fit into right now, but we'll lose boats eventually, it'll be fine. Oh, and speaking of, we have several more boats over here as well. There's a tiny Ptolemy navy here.
Ready!
What I can do is come out to here.
Yes, Captain!
Then I bring this boat at Lindos up to here. And then I launch the attack 3-1. Easy victory.
The sea is ours!
I'll use this boat to scout around for new Ptolemaic boats, like you do.
Yes, Captain!
This can come up and join it. And as it does, they should just both scout the sea for rival navies.
Set sail!
Because all of this is working its way back to get retrained at Athens in the near future.
Attack!
Wait, I thought that was the Antigonids. Who the hell are you? Oh, you're Preen. You're the other owl faction. Yeah, you have not long with this world, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Set sail!
Ptolemaic navy with 4 boats. That's too many boats.
Ready!
I say that, but I have a navy of 12 boats right here.
Ready!
Join them up and knock him down.
Ramming speed!
We actually lost 4 boats. Seems really unusual to me, but okay. Anyway, whatever. Let's work our way towards Athens to get retrained. Bring these 3 boats into this navy. We're currently sitting at 15 boats here, 20 boats there, so I have about almost 2 full boat stacks. Very weird. I think that's gotta be enough boats. I don't think I need to build any more. Right, next on the agenda, building maps and selling maps. Let's get to it. I think I sold the Seleucids my map ages ago. Do I have an alliance, by the way? No, they do not want to have an alliance. There's another 1,000 gold sound. Generous. Let's see if I can't get 1,500 out of them for it.
A most generous
Nice.
proposal.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel a real and tangible sense of fear looking at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Macedonian stacks just hanging out in and around Thessaly. They've got more land north of this too. Terrifying. Might be a bit harder to fort wall them up and separate them if they're just standing next to me already. May as well run up and take a look around in their northern territories near Thessalonica. See if anything's happening up here. Honestly, it looks like all their military might be down south next to me. Which, to be fair, is the correct place for their military to be. They should be concerned with me. We have finally got into Carthage. I would like to give you trade rights. And that removed compensation. I'll give you 980 bucks about that whole trespassing thing, just so that there's no chance you randomly down me. How's that sound?
Let us put this behind us.
I would also like $2,400 for the privilege of seeing my beautiful, beautiful map. You know what, 1,600, pretty close. Still a number in the thousands that ended in 600. You're pretty close. I'll take it. There's like one more tribe I know of up here for sure that's on the map. And I guess we'll go talk to them before I can't kill this guy. He just has to die of old age on his own eventually. I'll probably queue a command to walk back to my cities. All right, that's all of the agents moved. Come over to build tab, let's check out happiness and then get everyone building again. I guess I should be doing both at the same time, huh? We finally have tier 3 boat weapons. I'm so happy about that. I guess I want to go into armor so I can retrain my actual armory to be better. But I also really want the population growth, so let's start with grain imports in our capital. Myrina's not as valuable, they don't get to have grain imports. Embros can have the shrine catch up. Piraeus was functionally done, Hermione's gonna pick up a shrine. Trozian's gonna pick up communal farming, they must have just grown. Tretius finished, Charistus gets a sewer and then it's damn near finished. Githyan's too damn angry. Let's fix that. And they're also done by the look of it. Leprion's also done, Kythera's also done. Etanos. Looks like a dirt road would eventually matter down here on Crete. There should be some land trade, I would think. Oh, right, yeah, we're on Crete. Build the stupid recruiting center. We're immediately working towards stuff here. And taxes look good everywhere. I could be wrong, but I think I'm done. So we're gonna hit the intern button and see if anything terrible happens. I'm pretty sure I looked for elephants. I usually do that right at the start of the turn as a meme. Don't actually remember if I did this turn. I see the Antigonids are trying to find a way around into my land, and in this case they're trying to go through the Epirotes and then the Aetolians and then the Achaeans, and I know for a fact that doesn't work, so they're just wasting time, which is good for me, I suppose. So all things accounted for, it looks like the Antigonids and the Ptolemies have both failed to do anything meaningful to me. Oh hey, the Achaeans and Aetolians are either back at war or never actually got that ceasefire. Either one is weird. I don't know why they would have gotten a ceasefire, and I don't know why they would have stopped fighting if they didn't have a ceasefire, but hey, the war's going again. That's good for me. Also, that siege against the Epirotes might be from the Antigonids, because those guys could be at war as well. This might be unrelated to me. A lot of interesting stuff is happening in the Greek Super Bowl above me, but I'm not getting involved. I'm just happy in the Peloponnese. I'm going island hopping. We're gonna leave. Don't worry about us. We're minding our own business. There's just a lot of shit happening on Western Crete. None of it's impressive, but there's certainly a lot of it. We are going to adopt this guy 100%. He shows up hopefully in Athens, yes. And settlement besieged, we don't care about that at all. Syracuse at war with Rome, the enemies of Ptolemy aligned, and a ceasefire in Crete because they realized that there's an existential threat to their existence. Oh, that's fair. Over here, we start the Athenian hoplite, retrain boats. Up here, start the next round, and it occurs to me that instead of ferrying down, we can just like go up and conquer this place probably, which would be better. Oh, hello, other Ptolemaic navy.
Ready to sail.
I don't think you can beat us, like at all. Yeah, that's about right.
We are victorious.
So what I should do here is come up to meet them, condense all my wounds down into like one boat. I just barely can't.
Ready to sail.
But this boat crosses over.
Sir.
I don't know why it opened this. Oh, because they're at full. Fair enough. Anyway, I'm gonna take all of their stuff that I can and exchange my one boat. Switch that. Cool. Navy's better.
Ready. Ships ready.
And we're gonna come round. Yeah, sorry, it was all a prank. Get back on the boats. Do I need them? Actually, cancel that move. Or don't. That's cool too. I'm thinking there's 4 guys here, 1 guy here. There's only 3 people in the city.
Ships ready.
It's just small enough that I played myself, I think is the truth. I'm gonna bring the Navy up here. Drop off all of these people because I know they're slowing me down.
Ready to sail.
Joke's on me, they're not slowing me down at all. Actually, they were slowing me down because this is completely out of movement. It just wasn't really noticeable. Anyway, we'll launch this attack next time. For now, I should probably call it a video. I've really been enjoying hopping around the Mediterranean, just like low stress bullying instead of the constant fight for my life that it felt like in the Peloponnese. where like 1 or 2 mistaken battles result in massively undone progress. Now the snowball is rolling. We're building up secondary and third armies so that we can start fights here, start fights faster in the Mediterranean. Anyways, that's enough for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my Patreon supporters, Evan and Jeffrey B. And I'm hoping you're looking forward to the snowball continuing in the next episode. I certainly am.